Here at 7:53, and you might not know this, but June is actually Men's Cancer Awareness Month, and we have a news flash for you. For all the men out there, you are not invincible. Cancer happens to a lot of people that are younger than you might even think. In fact, we're joined now by local cancer survivor Jonny Imerman of Imerman's Angels, a group you may have heard of already. I know you have a pretty interesting story, and you've turned your battle into something even bigger than yourself. So first of all, talk about your cancer battle. You were 26 years old, and you get the news.
Yeah, thanks for having us. You know, I was 26 years old. One of these crazy things, you're a guy, you're going to the gym, you're playing sports. Last thing in the world you're thinking about is cancer. And all of a sudden the doctor sits across the room and says, look, this is cancer. And immediately you're in surgery, then you're in chemo, and then you have to bank sperm. There's a good chance you're going to be sterile, you can't have your own kids. And so much happens so quickly. But the real goal we have to educate men, young men and older men, is men need to know you got to get checked. At least once a year, we all have to go in. We got to get a blood test. We have to have the body looked at. Every year you go out unchecked, something could be growing. It could be cancer. And every year it just gets stronger. The key is you got to go in.
I know a lot of guys, and myself included, kind of like to put off the, you know, kind of like, oh, I'll go next month, or I'll go a year from now. You're saying you got to just do it.
You got to go in, because here's the key with cancer. If you find it early, generally most people live. And if you find it late and it continues to grow because you refuse to go to a doctor, it's only going to get stronger. Options keep falling off the table, and it's more likely to take your life. So it's the key is we got to be aware, we got to get checked. If you feel something in your body that doesn't feel right, a bump or a sac or something that continues to get bigger and not get smaller, have a doctor look at it. You got to take action.
Yeah.
The worst action is no action.
Let's talk about your group, Imerman's Angels. It's really cool. So my understanding is you team up folks who are dealing with cancer with folks who have been through it.
Right, that's exactly right. It's the simplest, easiest concept in the world, very powerful though at the same time. And the idea is that someone at 26 is diagnosed with cancer, that kid is lost, right? He looks around and maybe he's got a great family and that's great, but hook that kid up with another survivor who's maybe 29, who says, oh, I've already been through this. I beat what you have. I've sat in your seat, walked a mile in your shoes, and I won. I beat the fight, and I know a lot about it. I've Googled everything. I'll share what I know to help you through the fight. So it's a one-to-one peer mentoring program, the largest of its kind in the world that we know of. Over 6,000 volunteer survivors and caregivers across 60 countries and all 50 states volunteer to give their stories back through cancer to motivate and help somebody get through the same fight, one-to-one.
I know you were 26, you got testicular cancer. I was telling you before, when I was in high school, we had a student in my high school get it as well. Prostate cancer, another common cancer for men. It seems like you're always hearing about men getting prostate cancer.
It is. There's over 200,000 cases a year. I think it's about 230,000 cases of prostate cancer a year. And it tends to be, you know, over 50. But at the same time, there's some guys that are getting it younger. We see it at Imerman Angels. We see some guys in the 30s, sometimes in the 40s, that still can get prostate cancer. So again, jumping on it, getting those PSA checks, making sure you get a blood test. If something's out of whack, find it early. If you find it early, people live.
How can folks get more information, and if someone wants to help your group, how do they do it?
Absolutely. So it's ImermanAngels.org, which is IMERMAN, angels.org. Everything's free. It's a nonprofit, of course, based right here in Chicago. We have 8 staff full-time right down the street from the studio here.
Yeah.
And if anybody is sick with cancer, or you know someone with cancer, any type, any age, anywhere in the world, tell them about us. Have them call us. It's 866-IMERMAN, toll free, or go online. And if anyone knows a survivor or a caregiver who has a great story, who wants to share it to give back, have them contact us. We always want more angels. Every survivor has a story. It's time the survivors think about using those stories to motivate another during the same fight, because every one of us can give back.
That's awesome. Thanks so much for stopping by, Jonny.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Anna, over to you.